G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today we are building something very, very pretty. We are building my Italian winery. So why on earth would you want an Italian winery? Well, you would want it if you are building a great big Italian vineyard. You need somewhere to process all the grapes and store all the wine. So let's go have a wander through. So over here at the front, we've got our grape stomper, so you can fill that up with grapes and people stand in there, hold onto the rail and squish all the grapes into bits and it goes down into the pot. And then inside here we've got great big wine barrels for storing all the wine. We've got another little section in here with lots more barrels. Here we've got a small grape press, so you put the grapes in there and you twist the handle and it crushes them. And we've got some more wine barrels under the stairs and of course lots more storage up the top. But wineries and vineyards nowadays are not just for making the wine, they're also a tourist attraction. So we have another room in here where people can come in and do some wine tasting, and then at night you can even serve them some dinner here in the dining room. And of course, if you are building a vineyard, you need a lot more than just one building for making the wine. You also need a few houses for people to live in. So if you go down to the video description, you can find links to tutorials for some of my other Italian villas. And this is how the build looks without shaders. And if you go down to the video description, you will also find a full materials list containing everything you need to build this. Okay, to begin, we're going to mark out the area we need, and we're just going to mark this out with azalea leaves because most of these will be staying exactly where they are. So go ahead and make a rectangle that is 25 blocks by 31, and the front of the building will be on one of the shorter sides. Okay, looking from the front of the building, I want you to turn to the left and come to this corner. And with sandstone, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, and then break the first 6 because starting from this sandstone block, we're going to make a line of sandstone. And that line will look like this. So I'll give you the measurements in a moment, but just be mindful when you're building this. When I give you the measurements, I want you to count the corners twice. So for this line, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks long. But then when you go to do this line, we're also going to count the corner. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then once again, when we do the next line, count the corner again. So here are the measurements. Go ahead and build all of this with sandstone, remembering the front of the building is down here. Okay, looking from the front, we're going to come along to this first sandstone block that we placed. And just next to that, break the azalea leaf, place a stripped spruce log with a spruce trapdoor on top. Then on this side of the sandstone, we'll do a dirt block, and we're just going to run dirt blocks all the way along until we connect to the sandstone. Then looking in this direction, we're going to place a packed mud, then a mud brick, then a jungle stair, 2 mud brick stairs, and another packed mud. Okay, you can pick up this azalea leaf in the corner and place down a stripped spruce log and pick up the leaf in front of that packed mud and do another stripped spruce, and you can pick these up. Then looking in this direction, we'll do spruce trapdoors on top of our 2 logs. Then we'll do spruce fences right there with lanterns on top. And then just in this corner here, grab some dirt and go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then come along to the end of this dirt, and we're going to count in 4 dirt blocks. So 1, 2, 3. In front of the 4th one, we'll do a dirt with an extra one, and we'll do that 3 more times, then place a decorated pot right there. Okay, come back to the first dirt block, and in front of that, we'll do a stripped spruce log. We're not putting a trapdoor on top of that one, so just leave it as is. Then turn to the right, just behind this, we'll do a granite, then a packed mud, 2 jungle stairs, a mud brick, and another packed mud. Now there's a leaf block there, just leave that in place but break the ones each side. Then we'll do 2 stripped spruce logs, and this time we will put our spruce trapdoors there. then you can pick up these azalea leaves. Then look in this direction, we'll do 2 spruce fences with lanterns on top. Okay, come back around to the front and we're going to pick up 8 leaves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then starting here, we'll do 2 jungle stairs and a mud brick stair, jungle stair, 2 mud brick stairs and a jungle stair. Then we'll finish with a stripped spruce log and a spruce trapdoor on top. Okay, now we're just going to fill in this little area with a random mixture of blocks. So just do a random mixture of jungle planks, granite, mud bricks, and packed mud. So just put them in however you want, and you can also throw in a mud brick stair somewhere in there. So you can do this completely randomly, but if you wanted to copy mine, this is how I did it. So now what I want you to do is come along to the left-hand side and we'll pick up the second azalea leaf, place down a flowering azalea, then continue on to this corner. So diagonally out from this corner sandstone, we're going to pick up that leaf, place down a stripped spruce, and we'll do the same thing here. Diagonally from the corner, we'll do a stripped spruce log, then we'll do one in that corner as well, and we will pick up all of these leaves. Then I'm going to place 2 flowering azalea right there, but then just fill in the rest with azalea leaves. And then looking in the same direction we did earlier, we're going to place our spruce trapdoors on top of the logs, just so that pattern is always facing the same direction. Okay, we'll swing around to the other back corner, and diagonally from the sandstone, we'll do a stripped spruce log. Same thing, diagonally from that corner, then we'll place one right there as well, and then looking in this direction, we'll place our spruce trapdoors on top, and then you can go ahead and pick up these leaves. Now we'll place 1 azalea each side here, then I'll do a flowering azalea, then 2 on that side, and we'll just fill in the rest with azalea leaves. Okay, come back around to the front, and just behind the decorated pot, we're going to place a barrel on its side, then hold shift and do a tripwire hook. And on this side of the barrel, we're going to put 2 spruce stairs, and then come along here, and just on top of the dirt, we're going to do 2 more spruce stairs, and then we'll place 3 netherwort blocks like that with a red carpet on top of the barrel. And we're just making a little area to stomp grapes. So we fill this in with grapes and then people take off their shoes and go to town in there. It's pretty gross. So against the carpet, we'll do a spruce trapdoor. Then you can flick it up. And right here, we'll do 2 trapdoors. Flick those up. And then on top of those netherwort blocks, we'll do trapdoors and flick those up. Then we're just going to do the same on top of the stairs. So that's how you should look when you're done. Okay, looking from the front again, we're going to come along to where we've got this dirt block sticking up. And I just realized this packed mud here, we're not going to see it, so you can replace it with dirt if you want to. And then on top of that, you can do a barrel facing straight up. Then we'll do a barrel lying on its side, then look in this direction and another barrel. Then on top of this dirt, we'll do a netherwort block with a spruce trapdoor on these 2 sides. Then diagonally from that, I want you to break that dirt block and the 2 beside it. Then we're going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dirt blocks. But after that, you can break the next 3. Okay, so now we have 5 dirt blocks right there. I want you to look from this direction. And against the middle dirt block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 dirt. Then turn around, look in this direction and come along to this corner. And we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dirt. So they should line up with each other. Then I want you to look over to the left-hand side. And we're going to count from this corner. We're going to count 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In front of the 8th one, we'll place a dirt. And we're going to place 6 in total. So we've got 1, we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now what we're going to do is on top of all of the sandstone, I want you to build up another 4 sandstone like that. And I want you to do that on every single bit of sandstone, but we're also going to do it on top of all of our visible dirt. So all the way along here, we've got dirt. Over here, there's dirt. And over here, there's visible dirt. So on top of all of this, we're building it up 4 blocks tall with sandstone. And this is how you should look when you're done. So we've got an outer wall going all the way around. We have 2 doorways at the front and a few interior walls just on top of where we placed the dirt. But what I want you to do is, looking in the same direction I am, I want you to come along to this back wall, and starting right here, we're going to remove that sandstone, and we're just going to remove them all the way to the end with 1 extra like that. Okay, now we're going to put in some windows. So there won't be any in this room. It needs to be nice and dark, but this room is for wine tasting, so we'll put some windows in there. So looking from the front, we're going to swing around to the right, skip the first 2 sandstone blocks, but on the third, we're going to knock out 2 like that, and then an extra 6 blocks, knock them out. And we'll do the same thing over here. So skip the first 2 blocks, then knock out the third, and then just knock all of those out. So you've knocked out 8 in total. And same thing over here, skip the first 2, then knock out those again, again, and again. And to build the window, we're going to do 2 stripped oak logs and another 2, and they will have jungle trapdoors in front, and then 2 spruce trapdoors there, and another 2 on top, and every window looks like that, so go ahead and build them all just like we did there. Okay, now we're going to do some shading in our walls, and you can do this completely randomly. So the first thing to do is in the corners, and just in the corners do this, just randomly place in a little bit of cut sandstone. So it doesn't matter how you do it, just wherever you feel like it, just place a cut sandstone in the corners. And for the rest of the building, all we're going to do for shading is we're just going to place in a couple of smooth sandstone, something like that, and then we're going to surround the smooth sandstone with sand, so we get a nice blend from the smooth to the sand to the sandstone, and feel free just to place in random sand as well. And that's all we're going to do for the building, so just run around doing all of that, and remember to do it on some of the interior walls. What I will say is, though, the bottom line of sandstone, don't worry about shading that because it's not really going to be visible. You can sort of see it through the azalea leaves, but on the inside, we're not going to see it at all. So just ignore that bottom line, but go ahead and just randomly shade everything else. So when you're done, you'll be looking something like this. So it doesn't really matter how you do it, just do it completely randomly. Although I do think it looks nice to have big patches like this that's all sort of smooth, and then big patches of the rough sandstone. And from here on in, when I build, I'm just going to build with sandstone, and you can either build it all with sandstone and then come back and shade it later, or you can shade it as you're building. Okay, we have 2 doors at the front. I want you to come in the left-hand door and then turn around and look at it from this side. We'll place a dirt block right there, and then place stripped oak logs until we reach the same height as the wall. Then in this corner, we'll do another dirt block with an extra one on top, and then place your stripped oak till we reach the height of the wall. Now look at this doorway here. We're going to skip the first 2 blocks, but on the third, we'll do a dirt with another dirt beside it, and once again, build up with your stripped oak. And inside the doorway, we'll do our dirt blocks with our stripped oak logs on top. Okay, now you can turn to the left, and just where we've got this wall sticking out, place a dirt block there, then build up your stripped oak. Then look at it from this direction over in this corner right here. We're going to do a dirt block, and you can build that up. Then we're going to skip 3 blocks on the 4th, do another dirt, and build that up with your oak. And then in this direction from that dirt block, we're going to skip 3 blocks, then place a dirt, and you can also place your 4 stripped oak. Okay, now we're going to place a bunch of dirt, and this will just save us resources later on. So this is the log we just put in there. Just beside this, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 dirt, and then just behind that, we're going to place another 3. And in this corner over here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then just behind this log, we're going to do a dirt block right there. And then turn to your left, starting right here, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3 dirt blocks just running behind that pole. Then we'll do a single, then 1, 2, 1 and 1. And there's the aerial view if you want to make sure you've got all of those in the correct position. So now I'll come back to this front door. We're going to walk in here, then turn around. We're going to place 1 dirt, then 1, 2, and then we'll place 1 behind this pillar. Then turn to your right, and starting over here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, then 2, then 3, then 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to come in the doorway on the right. So come in here, turn to the left and place 2 dirt blocks. Then come over here, starting against the second dirt, we'll do a dirt block, then another, another, and another, and then in between these, we're going to place 3 torches. Then counting from this dirt block, we're going to skip 2 blocks. Then on the 3rd block, we'll place a dirt. Then look back at our front door, come along to this dirt block. We're going to skip 2, then place a dirt. Now I want you to look at this wall with the 2 windows. What we're going to do is in this corner, we're going to break that block, place a torch down there with a dirt block in front. And then just against the dirt block there, we're going to place a birch trapdoor. Then you can break it. This is just to let some light come in up through the floor. Then looking at this wall with the windows again, we'll come along to this corner and we are going to build the exact same thing. So just place in your trapdoor and break the dirt block. Okay, now we're going to put in our floor, and this is pretty easy. All we're going to do is do a random mixture of birch planks. So you can just run around scattering these wherever you like. And once you think you've got enough, grab some stripped birch logs and starting in the front doorways here, just place 3 across like that and then continue to place all the rest of them in the same direction until you've filled in your entire floor. And you can do this however you like, but this is how I did mine. Alrighty, come back to the front of the building and inside of our doorways, we're going to place 2 upside down birch stairs with a birch slab in between them, then place 2 birch doors and open them up, and just above those we're going to do 2 birch trapdoors. So that's 1 doorway. Go ahead and build the exact same thing over here. And now we're going to come in the right hand doorway and turn to your left, and on top of this log just place a temporary block with a stripped oak log lying on its side, then break that one and we'll place another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then grab some oak fences, we'll place these on the ends, and we're going to hang lanterns from those. Then come in through the doorway and look at it from this direction, and grab your stripped oak logs again, and just on top of this log, we're going to put one lying on its side like that, and then we're going to run these over until we're on top of the next oak log. And then here we're going to change directions, so do your oak log lying on its side, and run it over until we're on top of that one, and then grab your lanterns again and we're going to hang them each side of the doorway. Okay, turn to the left again and we're going to come up here, and on top of this log we're going to place a dirt block and another dirt block right there, and we're going to place 3 stripped oak logs in between them. Then we're going to come out with another 1, 2, 3, and then the final block here, I want it to be a stripped oak wood. So that's the one with bark on every side. Then come to the back of the building, looking toward the front. And against this log right here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 stripped oak logs. Then look at it from the other direction, and we're just going to run this all the way down past that one and keep going until we are on top of this final log. And then over here on the back of this wall, just above our lines of dirt there, we're going to put an oak log lying on its side and just run this all the way over, finishing like that. So that's how it should look when you're done. So now come back here, we've got this log going over our heads. Just on each end of that, we are going to hang a lantern. And then if we come all the way to the back here, you can see the corner up here. We're just going to place an oak fence and another lantern. And there's the aerial view if you want to check that you've got everything in the right spot. So now we're going to continue with our sandstone walls. So you have the choice. You can either texture as you go, or just build it all out of sandstone and come back and texture later. But I'm just going to place sandstone for the time being. So looking from the front, we're going to come along to the end of this log and place sandstone out from that, and then we're going to run it all the way along the top of this doorway. Turn the corner here, keep going all the way around. When you reach the edge here, we're going to come along in this direction. Then next to that dirt, we're going to do another dirt, and on this side, 2 dirt because they won't be visible. And then we'll continue with our sandstone all the way around here, and then keep going back until we connect to this log right there. Okay, come in the left-hand doorway, and we're coming along to this pillar right here. At the same height as the lantern, we're going to place a dirt block, and then we're going to place another one there and another one, so it's 3 on the diagonal. And on the opposite side of the pillar, right up the top, we're going to do a dirt block. Now, I want you to look at it from this side, and against each of these dirt blocks, we're going to do an upside down oak stair with an extra one just against the pillar. So we've got 5 in total, and then you can go ahead and break those dirt blocks. Then coming out from each of these stairs, we're just going to place 2 oak slabs. So we've built a nice little staircase, and I'm also going to place an extra oak slab just under that second stair and under the third stair. Now come up to the top of your staircase, and you can just go ahead and fill in this area right here with oak slabs, and then we're going to build out with oak slabs along here and fill in this area so we've left room for us to actually walk up the stairs. Okay, now we can look over toward our doorway over here. And just above that, we're going to place 5 upside down oak stairs. But for everywhere else in here, we're just going to place oak slabs. So you can go ahead and fill in this area and the little area just to the right of it. And that's how you should look when you're finished. So just with those floors placed in. So now we're going to build this sandstone wall up one more layer. So starting from the front right here, we're going to come along to this section and just build across like this. So basically in the same place that we built the wall before. So we're going to turn the corner here, then go across the top of that dirt, turn the corner again, and then from here we're just going to run this all the way down until we connect where we started. Okay, now we're going to put in some windows. So looking from the front, we're going to skip 5 blocks and then place 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip those. But then you can place 5 sandstone and you should have a 5 block gap after that. Then I'm just going to place 3 spruce trapdoors in the middle. And this is just to mark out where our window is going to go. So then you can swing around to the left-hand side, skip 2 blocks, then place in 2 spruce trapdoors. And from this end, skip 2, place 2 trapdoors, then turn the corner again, skip 2, then 2 trapdoors, turn to your left. This time we're going to skip 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, then place your 2 trapdoors and turn the corner. We're going to skip 3 blocks again, and then this time place in 3 trapdoors. Now all of these windows are exactly the same, so I'll build one and you can copy it to the others. Each side of the trapdoors we're going to do 2 stripped oak logs with 5 sandstone across the top, so you can then place your trapdoors there, and then we're just going to put 2 jungle trapdoors on our oak. So go ahead and build that for each of these. And this is how you should look when you're done, so just remember to texture as you go. And what I would also say is just in this little corner here, just so we don't forget to put the sandstone in, I might put it in now. So I'll do a sandstone, a cut sandstone and a sand. And that way we don't get to the end of the video and have a big gap in our wall. So now what we're going to do is just build up the wall around this room. So not in any of the other areas, just around this room. And we're building it up another 3 sandstone. And of course, remember to texture as you go. So now I want you to come along to this corner over here. We'll do a dirt block with 3 stripped oak logs on top, then oak planks, and then an oak slab on the side. And just come here. What we're going to do is put our back to that, come along to this wall and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 stripped oak with oak planks and then an oak slab. So then you can grab some stripped oak again. We're just going to place a temporary one there, one on its side, break that, and we're just going to run this across until we are diagonal from that slab like so. Then I want you to come along to the back wall over here. We're going to put a dirt block in each corner, and then we're going to place sandstone, in between, just like that, with an extra 3 in the middle. Then grab your dirt blocks again. We'll place 2 there and 1 up the top. Then grab your stripped oak, starting against the sandstone. We're just going to run this along until we connect like that. Okay, come back to the front where we've got the slightly higher window, and we're going to put a dirt block in the corner, then sandstone all the way along, and finish with another dirt block in the corner. Then we're going to skip a block, place a dirt block. We'll do the same on that side, and then just sandstone in between. Then we'll skip a block, do a dirt block. Same here, then 5 sandstone, and then one more time we'll do that with a sandstone in the middle. Then come along to this crossbeam over here and find the center of the log. Place a sandstone with an extra 2 each side, so I've got 5 in total, with a dirt block in the middle, and then from the dirt block we're going to run stripped oak until we connect at the front. Then grab oak fences, we're going to place them like this, so 1, then skip 2 blocks, place another, skip 2 blocks, place another, and then finally another one right there, and you can hang chains from each of these, and those chains will have lanterns underneath. Then look over to this log over here, just against the top oak log. We're going to place a fence with a lantern underneath, and then come along to the end here. We'll do a fence, oak fence with a lantern. Okay, now we're going to start building our roof. Now for the tutorial, I'm just going to be using the bricks. But when you do it, I also want you to mix in some granite with your bricks. So just do it randomly, although I think it looks nicer if you have big clumps of granite all together. So when I do it, just remember to mix that in. Okay, looking from the front, we're going to swing around to this side. And you can see we've got a dirt block there. We're just going to place a dirt block every second block just on top of the sandstone until you reach the end. Then you can swing around to this side. We'll do the same thing, but we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll place a sandstone block in the corner. Then along this wall here, starting in the corner, we'll do a dirt block and just place them every second block until we reach the end. Now, where we've placed these, what I want you to do is grab a brick and place them each side of the dirt. So just run it all the way along here until you finish, just extending over the edge of the building. Same thing here, so each side of the dirt, do a brick until we're extending over the end, and we will also do the same thing along here. And once you've done that all the way around, all we're going to do now is in front of the dirt, we're going to place right way up brick stairs, and in front of our bricks, we are going to do brick slabs. So just go around and do that all the way around the blocks we just placed. So this is how you should look when you're done with those on all of those sides and nothing in front of that sandstone block. But now what I want you to do is come in to here, and just next to that sandstone block, we're going to place an upside down oak stair just like that. Then look at it from this direction, do another one beside it so it curves around. And then we're just going to run our oak stairs all the way along. On the opposite wall, all we're doing is placing upside down oak stairs, covering up all of our bricks and dirt. And then we're going to do the same thing just over here. Okay, come along to the very back of the building, and against that dirt block, we're going to place a brick with a slab just slightly up from it. And on this side, we'll do the same thing, a brick with a slab right there. And we're just going to build this across. So run your bricks all the way over, remembering to mix in your granite, and also run your slabs over as well and finish right there. Now for this side, we're going to be able to go a lot further. So run your slabs all the way over. When you get to there, just skip that and continue all the way to the front. and the same thing with these bricks. Okay, once you've built that to the front, we're going to come along to this little section in the middle, and just beside this final sandstone, we'll do a brick with an extra brick in front and then a brick slab right there. And we're just going to build both of these along until they connect. And once you've done that, on the opposite side, we're going to do something similar. So we'll do a brick on top of the oak slab with another one in front, then a brick slab, then a brick on top of the log with another one in front, and a brick slab. And all of these we're just going to build along until they connect at the front. And once you've done that, follow this oak log along until we get to the dirt block at the end. Each side of that we're going to place a brick with an upside down brick stair against them. Then look in this direction against these dirts, we'll place 2 upside down brick stairs. And then we're just going to run brick slabs in between on each side. Okay, come to the front of the building, and against each of these dirt blocks, just place a brick. And then where the sandstone is in between these, we're going to place a brick slab against the top half of the sandstone with another one on top. And just go ahead and do that for every single one of these. So when you're done, this is how your roof should look. And then you can swing around to the very back of the building, and we're going to do the same thing. So bricks against the dirt, and then put in your brick slabs in between like that. Okay, come along to this section of the roof, and you can see we've got the brick just above the oak slab. Against that brick, we're going to do a dirt block, another one against that brick, another one against each of those bricks, and then we're going to place one against the sandstone, and one against the brick. Now grab your sandstone, come down to this sandstone wall, and we're just going to fill in that section there. Then starting next to the dirt, fill in that section, then fill in that section, and that one right there. Now grab your bricks, and we're going to place one against each of these dirt blocks, and then we're going to do what we did earlier with the slabs. So one against the top of the sandstone with an extra one on top, and continue to do that all the way to the top here, and then just over here place a single slab. Then grab your dirt blocks again on top of the oak, we're going to place one there, and then just place one every second block like that. And then in between each of these dirt blocks we're just going to place bricks, and then on top of these dirt blocks we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brick slabs. Now, coming down from each of these slabs, we're going to do the same pattern. So we're going to do a brick, then a slab, a brick, then a slab, and just continue to do that in front of all of those slabs that we just placed. And of course, do the exact same thing on this side. So just below our slab, do brick, slab, brick, and slab, and keep doing that until you've filled in this section of roof. Okay, you should have 5 of those lines on that side and another 5 on this side. And now we're going to do the same thing for this section of roof, although it will be a tiny bit different. So starting next to that slab, we're going to do a brick, and we're just going to place one every second block, and they will have slabs in between. Now coming down from each of these bricks, this is the pattern. It's going to go slab, brick, slab, brick, slab, brick, and finish with a slab. And of course we will be doing the exact same thing on this side. So just go ahead, coming down from each of these bricks, go ahead and do the same thing. Okay, once you've done that on each side, come back along to this smaller section at the back and look at it from this side, and you can see this exposed oak. We're just going to cover this with slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then come back up to the top. You can see this first raised section. We've got a slab on that side, but nothing on that side. So we're going to put in the slab, and we're just going to run those along and finish there. Then back onto this side, same thing. You can see this first brick up here. We've got a slab on that side, nothing on this side. So we're going to place in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just lower from that, we're going to cover up our oak. And then we can come along to the larger section, and this is pretty simple. So just start at the bottom where you can see the exposed oak, put a slab on it, then cover the next bit with a slab, and then a third slab right there. And that's just going to be the same all the way along. Nothing to cover there, but still put in your slab. Then cover up that little hole and just go ahead and do this all the way along. And once you've done that, it is exactly the same on this side. So just start where you can see the oak, place a slab and another and a third, and just continue to do that. Okay, that section of the roof is all done. So now come around to the back left-hand corner and we'll fill in this roof. So starting right here, we're going to place a dirt block just there. Next to that, we'll do a brick, then a dirt block, brick, dirt, brick, and finish with a dirt. And then next to that dirt, we're going to place 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4 dirt blocks. And then in front of that, we'll place 4 bricks. And then we'll run our bricks down there. And then grab brick slabs. We're going to place 2 at that height and just run these along until we connect. Okay, you can see all this dirt in the wall. We're just going to cover that up with bricks. So place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then grab some slabs. Starting in the corner, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to build down from each of these slabs, and this will be the same for all 4 of these. In front of the slab, we're going to do 2 bricks, then 2 slabs, then a brick and a right way up stair. So just go ahead and repeat that. And once you've done that, come along to this side here. Against that dirt block, just place a brick, then grab your slabs. We're going to place 2 at that height right there. Then just a little bit lower, we're going to place another 2 right there. And then a little bit lower again, another 2, just like that. Then you can swing around to this side. We'll do 2 slabs in each of those gaps. And then just over here, we're going to go 2 slabs, then another 2. Now here, I only want you to place 1 slab right there. We're leaving out that one. Okay, now we're going to do this section of roof. So grab some sandstone and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a dirt block on the end, then 2 and a dirt block. And we'll do the same thing up this end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dirt, 1, 2, and dirt. Now grab some oak slabs and just along the top of this wall here, we're going to run our oak slabs all the way along. And then on top of those, we're going to skip the first slab, then place a dirt block and continue to place 1 every second block. Now just on the inside of these dirt blocks, we're going to place a line of bricks all the way along until we connect. And just next to that, we're going to switch to slabs now. So brick slabs, 2 of them, just run these all the way along. And after that, it's pretty simple. We're going to put 2 bricks right there with a slab on the end. And we're going to continue the slabs all the way along. And we're going to continue the 2 lines of bricks all the way along. And once that's in, come along to the sandstone up the top. Place a brick right there. And we're going to place a brick every second block. Now, in front of every single one of these bricks, we're going to build the same thing. So it'll be 2 slabs, then 2 bricks, then 2 slabs, a brick, and a right way up brick stair. So just go ahead and build the exact same thing. And then in between each of these lines we built, we're going to build the exact same thing. So we're going to put a slab up the top, then down here, 2 slabs, then down here on top of the oak, we're going to place a block with 2 slabs in front. So just go ahead and build this over and over. And then to do the edges of the roof, against the dirt blocks, we're going to place 2 blocks. Then starting down the bottom, we're going to have 2 slabs right there. Then up a little bit higher, we'll do another 2 slabs. 2 slabs on top of that. Then over here, 2 slabs with a slab on top of the last one. And I'll do it one more time on this side, so blocks against the dirt. Then down the bottom here, 2 slabs, come up a little bit higher, 2 more slabs, another 2 there, come up a bit higher, 2 more, and a slab on top. Okay, come along to the front, and we're looking at this granite block right on the end here. Above that, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sandstone walls. And we're going to do the same each side of this doorway. So we'll place 5 right there and 5 right there. Then starting on top of the wall, we're just going to run a line of bricks and finish on top of that wall. Now come look at this staircase out the front. Just behind the middle stair, I'm going to place 2 sandstone walls and then an end stone brick wall. Then behind this spruce trapdoor, I'm going to do 3 sandstone walls. And behind this trapdoor, I'm going to start with an end brick wall and 2 sandstone. Now on top of each of these, we will do a sandstone block, and we're going to connect the top half of them with cut sandstone slabs. And then we're going to surround this with spruce trapdoors, but what I want you to do is try and have the texture of the trapdoors all pointing in the same direction. So just run this all the way around. So once you have those trapdoors running all the way around, just on top of the ones at the back, we're going to place our bricks all the way along. And then just on the backs of those at this height right here, we're going to place brick slabs behind each of them with an extra one just on the 2 ends. Okay, with brick slabs, we're going to come along to this line of blocks, skip the first one, but then place a slab, and we're just going to place one every second block. Now, right here, I want you to place an azalea leaf. Then we'll do another one up there, one to the side, and one just in front of that sandstone wall. And then we'll place a brick in front of that azalea leaf. So that's the only one that's a bit different. All the others here in front of the slabs, we're just placing 2 bricks like that. In front of each of those bricks, we're just placing 2 slabs. And then we're just going to place a brick in front of each of those with a right way up brick stair in front of those. And then to fill in the rest of the roof, you can start over where this leaf block is. We're going to place 2 slabs right there. And we're just going to continue to place those 2 slabs all the way along until we get to the end, then come down to this level, and we're just going to do our 2 slabs again all the way along, just like that. Okay, now we're going to decorate the outside before we move inside. So I want you to come over to this grape stomper, and with oak fence gates, we're going to place 2 right there with oak fences each side to something for them to hold onto while they're stomping on the grapes. Then come over to this sandstone wall. We're going to leave 1 block, but on the next block along, we're going to do a mossy cobblestone wall, then a cobblestone wall, then 2 andesite walls, 3 cobblestone, then an andesite, then a cobblestone. That's just a drain pipe. And then you can grab a couple of vines, place them there with a string underneath to stop it from growing. Then right next to this pipe, we're going to do a flower pot with a dead bush and 2 flowering azalea leaves. Then climb up on top here, and directly above that leaf block, we're going to do some glowberries there, and you can shear them to stop them from growing. And then also all the way over on this side, we're going to do 2 glowberries, shear it, and we'll bone meal that one. And then you might need your scaffolding to get up around the corner here. We'll do a single glowberry. No need to shear it because it can't grow any further, but you can bone meal it. And also just around the front, we'll place a bit of grass there. Then come over to this log that doesn't have the trapdoor. We'll put 2 jungle leaves on top, another 2 there, and 1, and we'll do a rose bush, and we'll do another bit of grass just around the corner. And grab some flowering azalea leaves, place 1 above the trapdoor, then we'll go 2, 3, 4. Then with regular azalea leaves, we'll place 2 there, and 1 right here. And I really recommend, just on this side of the house, either build or plant some trees here. It's a bit of a blank wall, so it looks good to have some trees next to the building. And then just at the very end of this roof, we'll do an azalea leaf, and another, a 3rd, a 4th, and then a 5th. Then we'll do a flowering azalea there, and another one, and an azalea leaf there. And you can break the dirt there, place a torch with some moss carpet on top. It's just a bit of hidden lighting. Okay, now climb up on this roof and we'll do a flowering azalea leaf right there. And then over in the corner, we're going to do 2 more. Then we'll do a regular azalea in that little gap where we left out the slab. And then another regular azalea there. You can look up and we'll place a glowberry. You can shear it and bone meal it. And we'll do 2 more azalea leaves, 1 under the trapdoor and 1 there. And then you can jump off your roof, and underneath these leaves we'll do 2 more azalea, a flowering, regular, and another flowering. Then you can knock out that dirt, place a torch with some moss carpet. Look up here, we'll do some glowberries and shear them. Then back to your flowering azalea leaves, we'll place one right there, then 2 regular, a flowering, and 2 regular. And then you can climb up to this window up here. We're going to do 2 flowering azalea leaves there, then a regular azalea and another one, and 1 below and 2 more. And then we will come round to this corner, and we might start at the bottom and work our way up. So just above this flowering azalea leaf, we'll do another one, and another one right there. Then regular azalea, we'll do 1 in the corner, and 1 right there. We'll dig out, whoops, that was too many blocks. We'll dig out 1 block of dirt, put in a torch with some moss carpet on top, then back to regular azalea leaves. We'll do 2 right there with a flowering, and another one, then a regular up here, and then 2 flowering azalea leaves. And then you can climb up on the roof. We will do a regular azalea leaf, then a flowering one, regular, and regular. Then we'll do glowberries right there. You can shear them and bone meal them. And then right up the end of the roof here, we'll do another glowberry and just shear it. And once you've placed that, you can jump off your roof, and diagonally up from this trapdoor, we'll do a glowberry and you can shear it. And then diagonally down from that trapdoor, do an azalea leaf and another one. Then you can break that bit of dirt, put in a torch with moss carpet on top. Now grab some oak fence gates, and just under the edge of this roof against the sandstone, we're going to place one of these everywhere that we are able to, just against the sandstone. And then I want you to open them up, and we're going to do this in a bunch of places. So on this side of the house, we placed them along there, but I'd also like you to place them all the way along there. And then on the opposite side of the house, there are 3 places we're putting them. So along that roof, along that one, and along there. And once you've done that, that is it for the exterior. We can go inside and do the furniture. Okay, come in through this doorway and turn to your left. On top of the dirt, we'll do 2 beehives with a decorated pot, then 4 chiseled bookshelves and 2 oak slabs on top. And then just grab some books and scatter them randomly wherever you like in there. You can do more than that if you want to. Then turn around above this trapdoor, which has our light source underneath. We're going to do a cauldron with flowering azalea leaves and regular azalea leaves. And on top of the other trapdoor, we're just going to do 2 flowering azalea leaves on our cauldron. And in between these 2 windows, we're going to do a scaffolding right in the middle with another one there and another one. Then we'll do 3 barrels. You can hold shift and do 3 tripwire hooks. And to catch the drips, we'll do 3 flower pots. Now, just in front of this flower pot, we're going to do a spruce trapdoor and flick it up like that. Then hold shift, we'll do a spruce slab with 2 more. Then another spruce trapdoor on the end. You can put a lantern right there with a sea pickle, then 3 sea pickles. And then you can come along to this wall where we've got our torches in the ground. Above the dirt blocks, we're going to place 4 barrels, and above the torches, we're going to do 3 spruce trapdoors. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barrels like that. We'll place 2 spruce trapdoors in there and a 3rd one right there. Now, on the ground here, you'll have this bit of dirt. We're going to put a barrel facing straight up on that, and we'll put 3 sea pickles on it. So hold shift to place the first one, then place the next 2 against it. And diagonally from this barrel, we're going to do 3 lightning rods, and they will all have jungle pressure plates on top. So they're just little stools. And we're going to do the same thing above this dirt block. So do your barrel with 3 sea pickles, and we're going to do our 3 lightning rods like that with our pressure plate on top. We don't want one here because every time you bump it, it'll flick up that trapdoor. Okay, we're done in this room. I want you to head down to this wall here, and on the end of this line of 3 dirt, we'll do a spruce plank. We'll do the same there and the same there, and I'll build the middle one, but I want you to copy what I build here to the other 2. So we'll do a dirt block in front with a torch on top and a dirt block behind. Then we're going to put upside down spruce stairs on each side like that, with a barrel in front and 2 barrels up the back. Now these barrels up the back won't be super visible, so if you want to, you can use planks, but I'm going to use barrels. So once you've built all 3 of those, grab some oak planks. We're going to place 2 on the dirt there and 2 on those dirt with an upside down oak stair against each of them. And now we're going to start doing the rings for our barrels. So put 3 rails there and break the middle one. Same thing right here, 3 rails, break the middle one. On the edges, we're going to have to punch a hole in the wall. Put your rail there, then break the rail and replace the block in the wall. And the same thing on this side. Put your rail in there, break it, and replace the blocks. Okay, once again, what I build on this barrel, I want you to copy to the other 2. So in front of these barrels, I'm going to do spruce planks. Then we'll do 1, 2, 3 barrels across the front. Now up the back here, this really isn't going to be visible, so I'll just do a spruce plank right there. Then I want you to do right way up spruce stairs on top of those spruce planks, and we'll put a spruce trapdoor in the middle so our light shines up. Then hold shift and against the trapdoor do another barrel, and then you can grab your rail. We'll do 1, 2, 3 over the back, and then we'll do another 3 right there. So copy that to the other ones. Oh, and also put a tripwire hook in the middle with a flower pot underneath. And when they're done, you can put a decorated pot right there. Then we'll come underneath our staircase, so just under here. And on top of those 3 dirt, we're going to do 3 oak planks. Then over here, we're going to do 2 dirt. And a third one, we'll place a torch right there. And then we're going to do upside down spruce stairs. So 1 against that bit of dirt and 1 from that direction. And then we'll put a barrel in front and we'll do our rails. So put 2 like that and break that one, and 2 like that, break that one, and replace your sandstone. And we're not going to do rails at the back because they really will not be visible. So once that's done, you can place a dirt block on top of that stair. On top of this stair, we'll do some spruce planks. Then we'll do a barrel up the back there and another one. And they will have barrels in front and 1 against the torch. And then we can do another barrel right there. Then you'll have to get up the top here and try and place a spruce stair like that. And this one is going to be super tricky. You might need to crouch to place it. There we go. And then we can put a spruce trapdoor in the middle, hold shift, do a barrel against that. And then we'll just do our 3 rails across the back. And 3 rails right there. You can place your tripwire hook and do the flower pot. Now turn to your left. We're going to do 2 barrels facing straight up and 1 on its side. Okay, now turn to the left, and on top of this dirt, we're going to do a barrel with a lantern on top, and then we'll do a cauldron beside it. Then look from this side, place an armor stand in the cauldron. Then look from this side, and on the edge of the cauldron, you can place an oak sign. Then we're going to come over to this corner where we've got our 2 dirt, and we're going to do 3 stripped spruce logs. And then just next to this pole, we're going to do a dirt, then a stripped spruce, and then 2 dirt blocks just above it. So it looks like that. Then you can grab your barrels again, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to put an upside down spruce stair, another, a third, a fourth, and then 5, 6, and we'll do another lantern right there. Then turn to this wall and we're going to do a crisscrossing pattern of our barrels again, and in between each of these we're going to do upside down spruce stairs, just like that. Okay, come out of this room and we're going to cover this dirt with chiseled bookshelves, so 4 of them, and then right here we're going to place a spruce trapdoor and flick it up. Then we'll do 2 spruce slabs and another spruce trapdoor. Then we'll put a brewing stand there with 1, 2, 3 sea pickles. Now turn around, look down to where this dirt block is. We'll place a smithing table there. And then from this pillar, we're going to count out 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. On the third, we'll do a spruce fence with another one to the left. Then we'll put 2 spruce trapdoors on top. Then hold shift, and we're going to do that 4 more times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then against just underneath the last 2, we'll do 2 more spruce fences. And then we are going to surround this table with chairs, so 3 scaffolding on each side. And now we're going to build chairs. So I've already built those 3. We'll build these 3 together. So just grab bamboo trapdoors, hold shift, place 2 on top of each other, and then flick them both up. And then all you have to do is hold shift and place a brown banner on the front. Now come over to this corner where all our dirt is. We'll do 2 barrels right way up, 1 on its side right there, and 1 on its side. And then just underneath this lantern, we'll do a decorated pot. And now we can go upstairs. And at the top of the stairs, I want you to turn to the left. We'll put a dirt block in the corner there with a right way up barrel, 1 on its side, and a campfire. And you can put that out. Then look from this direction and we'll do another barrel on its side with a chest right there. Now come along to this corner of the wall. What we're going to do is look in this direction, and right here we're going to place 3 spruce trapdoors on their sides and flick them all up. Then look in this direction, we'll do an upside down stair against that, then another upside down one, then look from this direction and we'll do a third so it wraps around. On this end we're going to do 3 more spruce trapdoors, and then 1, 2, 3 across the top. You can put 2 barrels right there with a flower pot. And we'll put a railing around our staircase so we don't fall down. So we'll place an oak fence right there, and then we're just going to run these all the way around like so. Then underneath this lantern, we're going to do a barrel, skip a block, place another, and keep going until you've placed 4 barrels. They will have spruce slabs in between, and above our slabs, we're going to do 3 more barrels with 2 spruce slabs right there. Then turn to the right and we're going to do something of the same thing. We'll do 3 barrels with our spruce slabs, then 2 barrels, a slab, we'll place it down there with a barrel on top, and then we'll build the exact same thing over in this corner. So our barrels and our 3 slabs. And I haven't done it, but if you really wanted to, you could build this all the way up to the roof if you think it looks good, but I've left mine low. And just to the right of these barrels, we're going to place a composter, then a crafting table. Look from the side, we'll do a campfire and you can put it out. Then we'll do a double chest. Then turn to this corner and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 chiseled bookshelves on each side. They will have oak trapdoors on the ends, and then just cover them with brown carpet. Okay, now we're going to jump up on this chest, stand on the left-hand side, and then walk forward. When you reach this beam in the floor, place a dirt block on top. Then we'll do 2 barrels lying on their side. To the right of the dirt, we'll do a barrel facing straight up. Then turn around to the left, we'll do a crafting table there, and another one with a note block. Then we'll do a cauldron. You can place an armor stand inside. Then look from this direction and place an oak sign on the cauldron. And believe it or not, we are all done. And why not turn the pretty shaders back on for the outro, guys? Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and leave a like on the video. And I hope you enjoy the build. I'll see you next time.